All those wonderful, wonderful plants. Here they come. They're starting to come from Roberta's. They're starting to come from Cottage Farm. They're starting to come from Girl Next Door. And where are you going to put them? You want to put them maybe in a wonderful setting, but you don't have room for a big round barrel. What about this? What about a set of two of these from a company called Bama? They're flat-sided wall pots. Flat-sided wall pots. So they look like a full three-dimensional pot, shaped like it. Looks like a big terracotta planter, like a big, massively heavy terracotta planter, but it's not. It's actually half-sided. Smart idea. Put your stuff in there. The drain hole is going to drain everything out of it, and you're going to be good to go. Susan Brotherworth is here to clarify whether it's gray or whether it's terracotta, while you're getting a better idea here in this set of two. Susan Butterworth joining us via the Skype, via the high-tech Skype. How are you?
Fine, thank you. I'm on my front porch, Rick, and doesn't it look like a giant, enormous planter? But you're right, it's just half a planter. This has never been seen on QVC before, and I love it because it's such a problem solver. We now, in small spaces, can have a planter that will fit on a narrow walkway, a narrow deck, a narrow patio, and give you ginormous space because it's a huge planter, but it's cut in half. So it's going to sit flat up against the wall, but give you all the beauty, but not taking up any real estate.
No doubt about it. This, by the way, half planter, you mentioned huge. It is going to be 20 inches wide, 19.3 inches high, and then 10.6 inches deep on the depth of it. So it's not going to take up a lot of space against that wall, but it looks like it's taking up a lot of space. Okay, now let's put it to work. It's made of, obviously, some sort of hard plastic polypropylene, not going to rust on me, not going to break on me, right?
Yeah, super hard plastic polypropylene. It's not going to discolor out in the environment. And what you're going to get is two of each, this gorgeous gray or this incredible terracotta. And as you can see, how it looks up against your house, a narrow walkway, a narrow porch, a tiny passage. Why can't people who have those things get pretty plants? Well, now they can. And as you said, where are you going to put Barb King, Cottage Farms, Philip Watson? You've got to have containers, and the bigger plants need this big size container. This container holds up to 9 gallons of soil, and it also has a great water tray that holds 6 cups of water. So if you're going away on the weekend, give it an extra drink of water. Too much water will drain out into this bottom trough. And yes, and your plants are never going to have root rot because they're going to sit in there. See all those holes, Rick? All those holes are going to drain out the water, but also they're your stands. So your plants won't sit in water. This trough holds up to 6 cups of water.
I see, I get it. I get it. That's all you have to do to assemble it when you get it. Just put the top and the bottom together.
Exactly. You're getting two. You're either getting the gray or the terracotta. Look how pretty it looks back here.
Yeah.
I have about 6 inches of space back here because my front door is right there. Look how stunning that looks. I've got a huge live plant. I've got Barb King flowers down below. It looks so pretty. But the magic, Rick, is that it's cut in half. And that's crazy because it looks huge, but it's only taking up a small amount of space.
Well, guess what, Susan Butterworth? We have it for you on QVC2 right now. Here's the update. This is a big garden event, and a lot of these items, whether it's plants or whether it's items that we're bringing in at sale prices, will not last the season. They go away at the end of the season. So this opportunity is right here and right now. I'm not sure when this is coming back, but there's 200 in the gray, 200 remaining in the terracotta, and you're getting either 2 of the gray or 2 of the terracotta. I just got 1 sample of each on the set here. The number is 800-500-7590. 800-500-7590. Call the number now. How much dirt am I putting in this thing to fill this up? And what size plants or shrubs will this thing hold?
So you can hold a 10-inch potted plant, which is huge. 10 inches is going to fit in here, but it's also 9 gallons of soil can go in here. And let's say you say, well, I don't want to go buy 9 gallons of soil and fill it all up. Well, then put, some logs or some popcorn stuff at the bottom and just fill up half of it. But also, this is big enough that you can house that fig tree that Roxanne De Palma just had the other day. Big bushes that Barb King has, huge things that Philip Watson has. Why? Because it's really going to hold 9 gallons of soil. And I love how you put it against the house and you have a huge boxwood in it. So you can put fake flowers in here or live flowers. It could be a little straighter, Rick, to be honest with you, but it looks gorgeous because you're not taking up any space and it's right up against the house.
So Blaine, my producer, did you get that? Like I got a quasi compliment from Susan and then a little correction.
I took it away.
It could be a little bit better, but that's okay.
Yeah, I could have given you a better compliment.
Yeah, that was good. But I just want to here's a faux idea just to show you how it just nuzzles up right against it. So whatever you're putting in there, you're good to go. But it looks great. Wears like iron, not going to wear out on you, not going to rust on you, and not going to break on you. So do you leave these out? Do you leave these out all year long?
I do. I'm a very lazy gardener. If I've got the soil in it, I leave it out. But I also want to tell you, we really modeled this after people's pillars in front of their houses. They really have like a Greek column effect. And, either in the gray, look at the gray against the black. It looks so cool. Or against, with the terracotta. But think of it as a classic design in architecture. This column that's going to hold 9 gallons of soil. It's going to put in, you can put really big bushes in here, or you can stick with just small flowers. And you can see how we, decorated them and planted them out.
Susan, if you
amazing.
Would, I want to see your shot against your house once again.
Okay. Right here?
Yeah. You know what? It looks good. It could be a little straighter, but it looks good.
Oh, could it? Could it?
Just a little bit more, but that's good.
Just a little. Well, it wasn't the pot, it was the bush in the pot.
It was the bush in the pot is what it was. Here's one, we're kidding. We kid. Oh, you're getting 2, either 2 of the terracotta or 2 of the gray. Here's the update. Gray, how many? 180 remaining in the gray. 800, 575.90, 120 remaining, that's it. And the terracotta, you get 2 of these, the flat-sided pots with the saucers underneath. All the water, not gonna be sitting in the water, but it'll hold the water to keep your plants healthy and keep them from getting thirsty. M938919. Thank you, Susan.
Rick, you are so welcome. Thank you.
Okay, take